Hey, hello everyone. Sriram Kumar here from Sri Learning. Okay, this is our other weekend with a beautiful story of success about BNB. I have Kunal in front of me, standing from Germany. By the way, I'm from India. This is post lunch. It should be pre lunch or a little early the morning hours for him. Thanks a lot, Kunal, for coming up here. And first of all, congratulations for cracking this one of the toughest exam in the world. At the same time, when you read it well, you can crack it. That's what Kunal want to say. First, congratulations to Kunal.
Thanks a lot, Shriram. Thanks a lot to you and the entire team for
Great.
conducting such wonderful sessions. And then, yeah, it was quite encouraging.
Mhm.
It's always encouraging to see the certificate because then
Right,
you
right.
realize
As
that
I
your
found
efforts
out,
have paid off.
yeah, yeah. The moment you see the certificate with the name, yeah, that shows okay. I have done something worth in the year 2021. Right, that's a feel you get. So we're just chatting with the Kunal how things have started. Before that, I'm understanding some of his background. I came to know that he's in Germany for nearly 4 or 5 years. It doesn't come easy. When see people look at them, okay, Kunal, you're lucky man. You got the right job in the right place. So what? You're enjoying the life, right? People don't see things behind how much they put effort to come to that level, right? So Kunal, what's the role you're playing? What you played, what you're playing now?
Okay, but I was part of a big multinational automotive firm few years back, not few years back, few months back, and I was in a quite stable position, quite comfortable, a nice place, nice designation. I was heading a small department, and then I realized 7 8 months back that now I have to get out of this comfort zone and try to venture something challenging. And then I had a phase in my life last year where my family was here in Germany alone, my wife with 2 kids, and I was in India. And then this corona came in between, the whole planning got changed, and I was not allowed to travel to Germany, they were not allowed to travel to India. And then finally I decided, after a lot of deliberation of course, that I will take a break. I will quit my company, I will quit my comfortable position, and try to venture something new. And then that's how I decided to quit a big multinational automotive firm, um, Bosch.
Yeah,
uh,
Kunal, that's not an easy decision, right? When you're in a good job, when you have a good money coming in, first question, do I really need to quit it? So, but still, I think, yeah, yeah, you need. Mhm.
you need a lot of internal strength, courage. Of course the family, you have to support you, people have to stand by you, that you are going through a dilemma whether I should take this decision, I should take this step, my decisions will pay off or not, am I not behaving like a fool, why to take such strong hardships decisions. And when you are not struggling, when you are in quite comfortable position, when you have a family with you, then but
Right.
I think my family has been my strength. And then yeah, my wife encouraged, my mom and dad, all of them, they encouraged me, my close friends, that I think if you have caliber and you feel that you are capable of achieving something, why not. And then that's how I quit my job in India, and then I came back again to Germany.
So tell
And
me,
I think
tell me how PMP is viewed from the country like Germany. Germany is a country which is so systemized, well in economy. So how do they look the certificate like PMP coming from a country like America?
here in Germany, the culture is they really value the certifications. Any certifications, what you do, you have a certificates, you have a degree, then they really value. The
Mm.
trust level in Germany or most of the European countries is quite high. They show the trust. They feel that once you have, it's also it is written in PMP certification that you have earned it. So any certification, they value it, that you have earned the certification. It's something that you have achieved it. So I think it's quite valued here in Germany as well. And after switching my job, I started. I come from a background where I have worked in 5 different domains. In purchasing, I've worked as an executive assistant to a plant head. I worked also as a production planner in international production network, as a production coordinator. So with all this experience, I am now working with an automation company. where they want to utilize my experience to build a complete project management structure.
Wow.
So now I'm heading this whole range where I'm setting a complete project management profile in this company. And that's how when I realized that now it's time for me also to achieve this certification where I can show my credibility to my organization. Yeah.
Perfect.
So,
I'm so
and
proud.
you also have to keep on evolving yourself. So this is something towards my own evolvement.
Look at the way things changing, right? You go from here to the country like Germany, and you are heading a department where you have to set up the whole project management system. See the knowledge, how it's utilized. Well, good, well, good. So now, having all this family pressure, having all this job change, in this gap, where you find the time for your preparation for the PMP?
Uh, I think time wise, you have to find time. There is no second doubt about it. Here, I think in Germany, I utilized it better because it's a winter time, and then you cannot do much going outside. So I think that was also a planning matter which helped me. Sitting here in the evenings when the evenings are quite longer, and work pressure here, the timings are quite systematic. Official in office, you don't get too much of pressure. When you have to work with a contract of 8 hours working, then you work only for 8 hours, 8.5 hours. You don't work beyond that. So you have to, I think they are quite disciplined. The system, the quite system, complete system is very disciplined. So you have to find time. For myself, realized that I should do this in January when I decided to do. And then one of my close friends who uh, recommended me to join Sri Learning, because I was looking for someone where I can get this 35 hours of PDUs. And then this friend of mine, he did not participate in any of your sessions, but he viewed some of your videos, and he cleared his PMP, and he's quite close friend of mine. Then I just went ahead with his recommendation, and I'm really happy that I did that. I followed his recommendation. And then from January, I think I just utilized my days, 1 and 2 hours every day. I used to study, and yeah, weekends attending your sessions, and also putting some 4 hours, 5 hours extra time
Right.
for my self studies.
Perfect.
And I
Perfect.
remember one thing in one of your sessions, you mentioned that this PMP, clearing PMP is in itself a project. So
Mhm.
which is quite clear that you have to put a target, you have to set your plan, you have to execute your plan, you have to control, see whether you're performing right or not. You have to set your own acceptance criteria. When do you think that you are ready to give an exam? So I just
Right.
followed this. Many of us have a questions that when should we go for this exam? Are we ready? When are we ready? If you keep on waiting for that time to be ready, I think it will not come. You have to set a target date. I think I told Rahul quite in the beginning that I'll be giving exam either on 10th or 18th of March, and I told this in first week of February. So
Mhm.
put a target date, and then start working in agile methodology of yeah, which chapter you have to finish, which is what's your progress rate, and which chapter you are struggling. Start asking, making completing this mock test, realizing that where you have to put a lot of efforts.
Mhm.
Shriram, for me, I will say I did not study the book from first page to last page. I did it in my own way. I had a different understanding of doing this whole PMP. What I did was, after starting this course, 2 sessions, I started doing mock-ups, and then I started realizing where are the areas where I have to focus more,
Got you.
because we have been working in industries, we have gained this whole experience, and
Right.
then you have to first understand which is the area where you are lacking,
Uh,
and then start choosing those portions and start studying and
mhm.
mapping your gap. So this is how what I did with my study plan.
That's a good idea. Some people do that. Some people are a little scared. Can I go to exam right away? Okay, but again, this is also one of the idea, like the idea what you did. You write the exam, you see where is your gap, and you start working that. Okay, it's a good thought from your side. Fantastic, great. So, which book you liked most reading?
I read Rita. I completely followed Rita throughout my session, and then ACP Agile. of course. So I did not read Pimbok, to be frank enough. I did not read Pimbok at all because I started reading Pimbok. I read 2 3 chapters, and then I realized that it's not my cup of coffee, and I was not understanding it. And then I switched to Pimbok. I think just
Like your son is calling, telling that
yeah.
include me. Daughter is calling.
This was my study plan. I just followed Rita systematically. I did the chapters. I did my exam
Perfect.
preparation following the questions.
How many full exam you would have tried?
Sorry, I did not get you.
How many full mock exams you would have attempted?
I gave three mock exams on Prepcast. The first mock exam, when I scored 62%, I realized, okay, I have to do a lot. And
Oh,
then
wow.
last two, I was able to score 75 and 74%. And then I realized, okay, this is okay. I have achieved a standard. I have achieved a set acceptance criteria for myself, and now I can go for this exam.
Okay, okay.
I
So
gave
how,
three mock.
yeah, good, good, good. How is it? Center based or proctor based?
Proctor based. I could not find a center nearby with available dates in the near future. There was one availability, but it was almost 400 kilometers away from my place. So I
Oh.
had no choice, and I was not willing to go for proctor based exam.
Mm-hmm.
But I had no choice, and I did not wanted to postpone this date because
Okay.
I the target was quite clear. So
Okay.
one hint which I would like to give, in this proctored based exam, you are not allowed even to lip sync, even slight movement of your reading, because you are tensed, you are nervous, you are sitting in a room, and then you start reading it.
Yeah.
Then after my third or fourth question, I got a ping pong chat popping
Uh,
down that please stop murmuring the questions, otherwise we'll have to revoke this test. And I was as it is tense, and on top of this message coming, it is even more making you tense. So when you have to go for proctored based exam, I think you keep on I a very sincere advice from my side that people have to start reading it very very lightly without any lip sync.
you're right. You're right. You're right. So let's go to the exam. You are from agile background, non-agile background.
Yeah, I come from a completely hardcore manufacturing background. So
Cars.
all these years I've been working with components, manufacturing, assembly of these components, and purchasing related to this hardcore software. Nothing to do with software, it's this hardcore components. So for
Yeah.
me, agile was completely new. And as expected, that PMP has integrated agile almost 50%. And for me, to my surprise, I think most of my questions, situational questions, were based on hybrid. I don't know how they know this background. I don't know how these questions comes to you, because they know that I'm not from an agile background. So the
Okay.
questions were not coming from agile directly, but from hybrid methodology. That means people are shifting from manufacturing background. In predictive manufacturing background is more about predictive approach.
Right. Right.
But there are companies who are shifting from this predictive approach to agile approach,
Right.
but not directly. They are now navigating through this hybrid approach. So for me, most of the situational questions were from hybrid approach.
Hmm.
And I think people start relating, finding how do I apply this hybrid approach. I think you have to keep this predictive approach separately, agile approach separately, understand the concept, and then tailor it. This is all about tailoring to your requirements, tailoring to your needs, tailor it to how do you use it in situations where you face some circumstances.
Perfect. You made the job easy because I hear people getting confused how to read. Read both and understand how this can come together. Right. That's your Christmas stuff. Great. So are you able to manage the time in the exam properly? 180 questions, 60, 60, 60.
For me, I personally did not feel the time management as a big challenge.
Mhm.
If you start, if you have a habit of reading books, if you have a habit of continuously reading, then this is quite easy. But if you don't have, then it's quite challenging to sit for this 4 hours time and then read these questions, and these questions only makes you nervous. So time management for me, I think 60 questions I took. and then I took a break, and 60 questions I was able to do it in, I think, 68 minutes, 70 minutes. I was able to do it.
That's pretty
And
good.
then, yeah, then after I came out, took a break of, I think, 5 6 minutes, I again came back, and then I did last 120 questions in a stretch. Then I did not took any break.
Oh, great.
And
Okay.
then by the time I finished it, I was left with some 4.5 minutes. So
Oh, okay.
um, and this also involved that I had I had marked some questions for follow up and review, and there
Right.
were, I think, some close to 35 36 questions which I had marked. So I also got the time to go through it. I think we'll have to keep it quite simple. The questions what you feel that it's easy for you to answer, just answer it and don't think too much on or dwell too much on. And the questions where you struggle, there also you should not dwell too much of time just thinking about it. Move forward. Otherwise, what happens? Next questions, when you are answering next question, you will be thinking about the earlier question if you have dwelled too much of time. So
Right.
if you are not getting it, I think move on, mark
Right.
it, move on, and then come back at end.
Right. Right.
This was my approach.
Excellent.
Not
So
very. And for
you're
me, I have been reading, and I have also been hearing that when this match the following question comes, then it takes too much of time. For me, I was little lucky. I would say, I don't know, but for me, match the question. This match the following questions now. It were relatively quite easy because you have a lot of options. You have 5 options, 7 options, but then these are not so complicated to understand. If you have understood the concept, you can start matching it easily, faster. And
right.
in such questions, when you see this on the screen, you don't have, I was not reading the complete sentence, complete question itself, because I was clear what I have to do with this
Right.
match the following.
Right.
So
Okay.
it's different approach and different way of handling question. Everybody has a different way of understanding. So
Perfect. Perfect, Kunal. I think you made the sentence very clear. I can see that you were able to do 60 questions in 68 minutes, and most of the questions you're able to relate it, what you are doing in a job or what you did in the job, you're able to connect it. Fantastic, great. So you are pretty clear when the exam is going on that you're going to get the certificate. There's no doubt.
I think in the second first half, by end of first half, I was not so confident. But when I
Uh,
started
Second half.
clearing or going with a faster rate in the second half, and
Yeah.
I think you need also time to calm down and put your brain only into this that it is quite focused to understand, to read the questions, to accept the content of it, because it's all about understanding the concept. It's you cannot. I have, I think, by now more than 1000 questions I would have answered. Not a single question repeated, nowhere. So I don't know how many questions they have. It's all about situation, and also the situations are, even though you find that you can relate that these situations are same, but the answers will be different. So for me, quite challenging was understanding the answer also.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, some of the questions where I know that they were talking about agile, and they were talking about prioritizing the job which a project manager has to do, where in agile product owner does it. But if you start reading all the answers which were listed, the one answer where the product manager was doing it was the correct answer, because all other answers, I cannot say it is correct or not, but all other answers, if you read quite systematically, they're only about predictive. But this
Yeah.
was talking about this hybrid methodology, where in a small organization you do not have sometimes product owners,
Right.
and
Right.
this small organization was mentioned that it is quite a small organization. Then
Ah. You have to watch
so
out those keywords. Those keywords you have to watch out.
yeah,
Mm.
those are the keywords. So you have to search these keywords. You have to also see, and I think the best way of answering questions is elimination technique. For me also it worked. You can easily eliminate one or two, for sure you can easily eliminate directly,
Mm.
and then you have to find between the last best two answers. You have to just find a solution. So then start looking for keywords. So first eliminate, and then start looking for the keywords.
Got you. Got
Then
you.
you will answer the question.
That's really positive. So usually I'm hearing people telling it's getting pretty tough, but what I'm hearing from you is when you are systematic, when you have the patience to read it properly, it's going to be quite solvable. It's not that tough. You can solve it.
Uh, that was my experience. Even Mathematic questions also, I got one question, and it was quite simple. They will put so much details of for mathematics, but this question was so simple that you don't have to do any calculation. You don't need paper. You just see that what is you need. If you need actual cost, see that value. If you need EV, you just see the value and correlate and then give an answer. So they give a lot of informations, but you have to pick which informations you have to take out from this question and answer.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. I like the way you're approaching. You are pretty clear on the concepts first. Second, when you read the question, you are having the presence of mind what they are asking at this point of time. Right? You're able to see the particular sentence and keyword in the question clearly rather beating around the bush. So I think that makes a difference here. Also, you read Rita one book. You don't need to navigate multiple books. I think quite easy. Good. Super, Kunal. I think you made the job very easy. People watching this video will get more confidence now. It's doable. It's not so tough until you get the concepts clearly. That's pretty important. Great, good to know. So if you want to give some tips to the people who feel it's very tough, what do you want to say?
There is no doubt it is not it's not easy. It's the toughest, one of the toughest certifications. But I think as they take it as a project, this itself by in itself it's a project. So start making your own plan. You know where do you lack, what concepts are not coming easy to you. Start focusing on such concepts. No point in just repeating what you already know. So start first making a plan for yourself, execute this plan, and then start seeing your progress. Whatever you do, you have to give a mock test, you have to give a set of questions, you have to answer them, and then you have to see whether you have really progressed or not. So do this in incremental steps. It's don't wait for that perfect time to completely read the complete book and then make a set of questions and answer set of questions at end of this complete journey. I think this is too long, and don't wait for so long. My clear advice is that set a target date and it comes by itself. You when you have set a target, you have been also mentioning it very clearly in your sessions, and
Right.
then just execute your plan. Don't try to mix the concepts. Don't try to find an answer of mixing the concepts and finding an answer. Try to understand both the concepts individually, and then it's all about tailoring based
Ah,
on your circumstances.
perfect. Super, Kunal. I think I like this last paragraph what you mentioned, sentence, telling that individually learn it well first and then tailor it. I think I like this. Probably this is going to help many people. Great. And once again, thanks a lot for coming up all the way from Germany to give this valuable inputs. Again, congratulations for your great, great success. I feel proud for the people who actually take their own efforts coming out of the comfort zone. In the beginning of this video, it said, I want to come out of the comfort zone. I don't know how many of us have the guts to do that. And many feel that I'm in a good job, I have a home, I have a car, I have a family, enough, right? So only few people take that effort. I used to call them top 2%, where they come out of the comfort zone and start hitting towards winning. So I appreciate the efforts, and in that, PMP is one of the milestone. I know you have something bigger goal in your life. PMP will be one point of step there. Great. Super. Thanks a lot, Kunal, for coming up here. Congratulations for a great success. Keep winning more. And as I keep telling to everybody, start applying what you learn. That's very important than just your learning. I'm happy that you're going to head up a big department in Germany, which is you're going to do the project management there. So I prefer that most of this what you learned will go inside there.
So thank you. Thanks for being my stepping stone, Sriram. Thank you very much. And yeah, looking forward to connect with you in your future.
Sure, sure. Let's win more. All the best.
Thank you. Bye bye and have a nice day.